Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning in again. Welcome to your old subs, welcome to your new subs. And if you're not subbed, click sub. Right, today, Bryton 750, route planning. I'm going to get straight into it. So the 750 only accepts fit files. And normally a lot of things are GPX files. And so you have to convert them. And you kind of just plug it in as a hard drive and you drag and drop the files onto it. And honestly, I had a few issues doing this morning. Like when I converted the fit files, they didn't work. So I'm going to get the bad point out of the way straight away. Dragging and dropping it and having to convert your files, bit awkward, didn't really work. But on the Bryton app, you can sync it with your ride with GPS, with Strava, and with your Komoot accounts. So you plan your route on Komoot. So I've planned the route here, got a really nice, simple one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it and I'm going to name it. And it's really important. You should name your rides. If you don't name it, it just comes up with default and it just makes it really hard to choose. Because if you've got a lot of default rides, you don't know which one you're picking. So I've named it Bryton 750 Test. So that means it's nice and easy for me to see, even though I've done this twice and there's now 2 of them. But anyway, we'll work it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download that to my phone. That's now on my phone. And I can then simply go into the phone app and you can find the Bryton 750 Test. And technically, what I should be able to do is just send that to the device. God, is that really simple? So essentially, in short, what you do is you design your route on Komoot. You then sync that with your Bryton app. That will then send it to the Bryton device. Or you can plug it in, but I found that plugging it in and trying to drag and drop was a bit awkward and it seemed a bit buggy. Whereas this, you're sending it through multiple devices, but I mean, realistically, it's not actually that complicated and it seems to have worked quite well. Right, so that's all downloaded to the device. We have no GPS, but that's because I live in the middle of nowhere. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. That's essentially how it works, but more importantly, we want to know how does it work when you're actually riding the bike. As far as putting your route on the device, it is quite simple if you use the app that they've designed for it. You know, if you want to plug it in and do it that way, you know, not the best. But then you're like dealing with changing file names and all that sort of stuff, and it can be a bit like overcomplicated. So my recommendations are use Komoot, ride a GPS or Strava, plan your route, and then just simply sync that to your phone, which will then sync it to the device. And then you find it on the device, just go to your courses and name everything clearly. Like, trust me, just make sure you name it. Enough nattering. I'm gonna go get dressed and let's go see if this works. Gotta say, right, perfect weather for dark glasses. Navigation so far is dead clear, dead simple, but I haven't really turned any corners yet, so we'll see. Where's the sun gone? Well, I would say this is the perfect weather for a bike computer test, right? Oh my god. Right, so as far as like turn-by-turn navigation, there is a little arrow, but it's only pointing forwards. And it hasn't moved. I mean, you can see like where you need to go, but I'd like the arrow to turn. It doesn't. Is that just me being OCD? You need the arrow to turn, right? I know it's hard for you guys to see it, but trust me, just like looking at a phone, when I've got dark glasses on in the rain, I can still see it really clear. I seem to have accidentally planned a bit of a steep one. I do like the navigation. There's a few flaws. I'll run through like the good and the bad and everything when we get up here and we get to have a nice look. So give me a second. Right, I know we're meant to be like route testing, but I mean, how could I not go down there? Let's go down there. Oh, I wanted to have a chat down there, but it's so windy today. It's mega, so beautiful, right? Random route planning, who'd have thought? I definitely need to do more random route planning. So yeah, so far, sorry, I'm out of breath. Navigation is really clear, but the turn-by-turn navigation doesn't seem to work. I'm not sure if that's me or if it's the Bryton. I need to give it a little bit more like investigation. Look at me, scientist Dave. But at the moment, it doesn't work. But that said, it is really clear and it's really easy. I like the colour screen, and you can have the map covering the whole screen, so that just makes it really easy. You can display two things on the screen whilst you're riding, so I could have my power on and my heart rate. I think it's probably possible to put more on there. Whilst I love the colour screen and all that stuff, and I know that I've said it's not crazy shiny, but it is a little bit shiny, just a tiny bit, a little bit shiny. But you can still see it, you know, it's not an issue. So far, dead good, and it's taken me to this lovely view. Well, actually, I took me to this lovely view. This just guided me. Anyway, I guess we should carry on and see where else it takes us. Absolutely pinned it past my turn. Now I have to climb up this hill again. I really enjoyed just plotting random routes. It's actually a really nice ride. It was like really hilly though. Like, my legs are short. It's going to be interesting tomorrow when I try and do this Alpe de Zwift. Oh, it's all fun anyway, hey. I'm going to stop up here somewhere out of the wind and give you a bit of a rundown. But it's been a very enjoyable ride, even though it was wet and, well, it's just wet. So the Bryton 750, it is a lot cheaper than the Wahoo Element or the Wahoo Roam and the Garmin. I can't remember the newest Garmin, but basically it's a lot cheaper, right? So with that price, you'd expect it to, like, I don't know, you'd expect it to lose certain functions. Let's start on the map. The map really works. The navigation, the arrows, the turn-by-turn navigation, all that stuff didn't really work. I don't know if that's me, so I need to do further investigations. I don't really mind that sort of thing. I'll sit on the sofa, have a coffee, and have a tweak of the app and everything, but there's a lot of things you can tweak within the app and actually on the device, so I've got a feeling this is just me rather than it's the Bryton itself. Putting a route on it is really awesome. You just use Komoot and it's pretty much exactly the same as a Wahoo or a Garmin. You can just download it straight to the device from your phone. Awesome, really easy. I think you guys should create me a route on Komoot, and I should test out the Bryton, right? So feel free to follow me on Komoot. I'll put a link down below. You can plan me a route, nothing too mental, but or mental, just go for it. There is lockdown rules actually, so if you want to keep it local, or I don't know, have a play and send it over. I'll either do it now or at a later date in the future, but I think it'll be fun. Back to the device. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot to say, is there? I mean, what you guys want to know is, does it work? And honestly, the answer is partially. You can look at the screen, you can see the screen really clearly, and you can see where you're going. It works with third-party apps such as Strava, Komoot, and Ride with GPS. That's great. Yeah, it just really worked well. Just the turn-by-turn navigation was slightly lacking. I'm definitely going to do some more videos on this though, because I want to try it like properly off-road, because navigating on a road, very easy, right? Navigating completely off-road, say if you're doing the Atlas Mountain race, it needs to be good. So it definitely needs further investigation. First thoughts, first impressions of the mapping, it works really well, it was really clear. I really enjoyed my ride actually, and it just makes me want to do more of this. And I hope you enjoyed that lovely view. It was gorgeous, right? Just mega windy, and I couldn't even talk to you there, but it was lush. Any questions at all, let me know down below. Someone did ask actually about pairing other devices like heart rate monitors and that with it. As long as it's Bluetooth or ANT+, you can pair it with the Bryton, so that's the answer to your question. Yeah, any more questions, comments, etc., let me know down below. Thanks for watching. I'm off to go home to do another gym workout. Yay! I'm not going to be able to move tomorrow. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon. Bye.